guys, you're welcome to my channel Genius Tutorials. So in this video we will be discussing the LRDI section of CAT 2019. I hope you guys like the video and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you have any queries or any comments, please do leave them in the comment box below, and thanks for watching.
Okay, so let's start by understanding the question first. So you have a supermarket has to place 12 items A to L in shelves numbered 1 to 16. So there are shelves, let's say these are the shelves number 1 to 16, so on up to 16, and items from A to L are placed on these shelves. 5 of these items are types of biscuits. Okay, so there are 5 biscuits, 3 types of candies, and the rest are types of savories. So there are 12 items, 5 are biscuits, 3 are candies. So this means the rest 4 will be savories. Next we have only one item can be kept in a shelf. Alright. Items are to be placed in such items are to be placed such that all items of same types are clustered together. Okay, so 5 biscuit will be placed in 5 consecutive shelves, that is they will be clustered together with no empty shelf between items of the same type, at least one empty shelf between two different types of items. So if I will place 5 biscuits, let's say I'm placing 5 biscuits and I'm placing 5 candies after the biscuits, so there must be at least one empty shelf in between these two items. Next thing you have is at most two empty shelves can have consecutive numbers. Okay, so then there cannot be more than two empty shelves. Then you have the following additional facts are known. Alright, so the first fact we have is A and B are to be placed in consecutively numbered shelves in increasing order. Okay, so A and B are to be placed together and in increasing order. That is, if I'll place A at 1, B will be at 2. Alright, so they will be placed consecutively and in increasing order. Let's see what number we will place them at. Then you have I and J are to be placed in consecutive number shelves, both higher numbered than the shelves in which A and B are. So if I'm placing A and B somewhere here, then I and J will be after A and B, that is they will be at shelves which is at a higher number than A and B. But there's nothing specified about the order of I and J. So it can be IJ or JI. Alright, so the next statement says D, E, F are savories. Okay, so I know that D, E, F, these are part of one group, which is the savories group, and are to be placed in consecutively numbered shelves in increasing order after all the biscuits and the candies. Alright, so this means savories will come at last after the biscuits and the candies are placed. Then you have K is to be placed in shelf number 16. Okay, so now this states that if K is at the last shelf, this means that D, E, F will be placed with K. This means the four savories we have are D, E, F and K. So till now, we can analyze the following information. For example, if I have this table, I can say that D, E, F and K are placed at these positions. Also, A and B will be placed together in consecutive position in the same order, and I and J or J and I will be placed together, but the order may vary. Alright, and they will be placed after A and B. These are the savories. Next thing you have is K is to, okay, fourth point we have done. The fifth point is L and J are items of the same type. Okay, so L will be placed with J, while H is an item of different type. Okay, so this means now we have two cases. First case is if A and B is of type I and J, then we will have A, B, I, J, L as a pair, and H will be placed in another item. Let's say if these are 5, this means these will be biscuits and H will be placed in candies. The next case is if I have A, B in a separate as a separate item and IJ as another separate item. Now I know that L is placed at L is placed with IJ because L and J are of the same type. This means H will be placed with A and B because H is an item of different type. This means H will be placed with A and B. Now the next statement says C is a candy and is to be placed in shelf preceded by 2 empty shelves. If C is a candy, now let's say in this case, if C will be placed here, it is not possible because there are only 3 candies. Similarly, if we place C with ABH, it is also not possible because there are only 3 candies with us. So the only possible case is if ABIJL, these are biscuits, H is a candy along with C. This means we are left with G, which will also be a candy. So till now we have made these groups A, B, I, J, L. These are the group of biscuits. And next we have H, C and G. These are the group of candies. Next you have D, E, F, K. These are the group of savories. We know where to place savories, but we haven't decided the order of biscuits and candies yet. Now let's discuss the order of biscuits and candies. So here, according to statement C, we have C is a candy and is to be placed in a shelf preceded by 2 empty shelves. This means before C there will be 2 empty shelves. This means G and H will be after C in any order. So this will be one group of 5, let's say of 5 candies where we have 2 blanks, and then this will be another group, and here it says L is to be placed in a shelf preceded by exactly 1 empty shelf. This means before L there will be 1 empty shelf, which also means it will be succeeded by A and B, and further I and J in any order. This means this will be another group. Now we have no order as to where should we place biscuits and candies. This means we will have 2 cases. The first one will be if we keep 1 blank, then we put L, A, B and I and J in any order. And if we put 7 and 8 as a blank, then we put C, G and H in any order at 10 and 11. 12 here will be a blank. The next, that is, here we are putting biscuits first and candies afterwards. The next case will be if we put candies first, that is we put 2 blanks, then we place C, G and H in any order, and then we place 6 as the second blank, and L, A, B and I and J in any order, and 12th will be blank. So we have 2 cases here. Let's just form those 2 cases. In the first cases, one is blank and you have L, A, B, I / J. Then you have 2 blanks, then you have C, G and H in any order. Then you have a blank and you have D, E, F, K, which is fixed. Similarly here, D, E, F, K is fixed. Here you will place candies first. So 1 and 2 will be blank, then you will have C, G, H. Then 6 will be blank, then you will have L, A, B and I and J in any order, and 12th will be again a blank. So this is a final arrangement. Now let's see the questions. The first question says, in how many different ways can the items be arranged on shelves? See, for the first case, let us consider this case 1. Now for this case, you have 2 arrangements possible for this set, that is, it's either IJ or JI, right? And similarly 2 arrangements possible for this one, GH or HG. This means for case 1 you have a total of 2 multiply 2, that is 4 cases possible, 4 types of arrangements. Similarly for case 2, again here this will be 2 cases and here again 2 cases. So in case second also you have 4 cases. So in total there are 8 arrangements possible. Hence option B will be our answer. Now moving on to question number 2, which is which of the following items is not a type of biscuit? So we all know that L, A, B, I, J is a group of biscuits. This means G will be G is a candy, hence it's not a type of biscuit. So G will be our answer. Now next question, which of the following can represent the number of empty shells in a possible arrangement? So clearly from option C, I can see that 1, 2, 6 and 12. This is a possible arrangement. The rest are not possible because 1, 7, 11, 12 it is not a case in any of the cases, because 11 is always occupied either by H or I and J. So this will be A is not possible. Similarly, B and D will also not be possible. So our answer is C. Now the next question you have is, which of the following statements is necessarily true? There are two empty shelves between biscuits and candies. Alright, so if we see case number 2 here, in this case you have candies first. See, in this case these are the candies, then you have one shelf, and then you have biscuits. So it's not necessary that you will have two empty shelves between biscuits and candies, hence we eliminate option A. Next, you have all biscuits are kept before candies. Obviously not true. We have two cases, one where biscuits are before candies and the next where candies are before biscuits. So B is also eliminated. Next is, there are at least 4 shelves between items B and C. Now this one you can verify is true. Here B is at 4 and C is at 9. So obviously there are 4 shelves here, 5, 6, 7 and 8 between B and C. Here C is at 3 and B is at 9. Again there are more than 4 shells here. So this will be our answer for the last question. So I hope you guys understood this question, and keep watching the videos for the next sets.